Ladies and gentlemen, once again, Tidewave is evolving. We started off as a very simple MCP server that would augment your AI agent with extra information, such as runtime information, the ability to fetch up-to-date docs. Then we evolved into a full-blown IDE with more complex features, such as a very rich Git diff experience, an accessibility scanner, the ability to point and click on UI elements in order to give a more rich prompt to your AI agents. But then we received some feedback. Now, me personally, I love a GUI. I love an IDE. And whenever I'm using Tidewave, I love just using the IDE version. But some people just love the terminal. They use Claude Code, Codex, Cursor, OpenCode via the CLI. They live under the CLI. And if that's you, and if you love all these features that Tidewave has, but you simply do not want to leave your terminal, worry not, my friend. Today I'm going to show you how you can use Tidewave inside your existing CLI agent with no need to download any desktop app. So first things first, you need a web dev project in your local machine. You could be using Phoenix, Rails, or if you are a JavaScript fanboy, we have support for Vite and 10 stack. Now, if you know me, my personal preference is always Phoenix and Elixir. That is no secret. So I'm going to use that. All you need to do is 2 steps. Click Install the Tidewave package. You need to run one command, and once that's done, you need to configure the Tidewave MCP on your AI agent. Now, a secret trick that I like to do is instead of simply running these commands, I am going to copy this URL, go to my terminal, I'm going to open up OpenCode, and inside this project of mine, I already have Tidewave installed. So I'm going to write, help me install Tidewave. I'm going to paste the URL here. I already have Tidewave installed in this repo, so we probably need to update it. I'm going to be using Kimi K3 as my model. All right, time to cook. Kimi just updated my Tidewave version from 0.5 to 0.8. The server is up and the MCP endpoint returns 200. Done. Tidewave was already wired in correctly, only the package was out of date. All the tests are still passing. The MCP is working. What you get from the upgrade? The Tidewave toolbar injected into your dev pages automatically with the browser evol tool. Interesting. So your agent can drive a real browser against the app, plus Tidewave Connect support and better remote control behavior. Super cool. Now, before we configure the MCP inside OpenCode, I'm going to ask Kimi to commit our changes here. Awesome. Please commit and push to the main branch. All right, so I am going to close this session, exit. I'm going to go back to the Tidewave documentation. Let's see how we can configure the MCP inside OpenCode. Now, if you also don't want to do this manually, just like I did previously, you can copy this URL. Let's start a new session. I just installed Tidewave. Check the last commit for reference. Now I want to add its MCP to OpenCode, and then I'm going to paste this URL. Now, while Kimi is working here, one thing that is super interesting about documentation on the Elixir ecosystem is that if you don't want to copy the URL and paste it, there is a markdown copy button here. So if you press to copy this here, you can literally paste the entire documentation as markdown. Super interesting, right? Now, because I had to add another file, opencode.json, I'm going to write another commit, and then we're going to test if this is working. Great. Commit and push to main. That is done. So let me restart OpenCode one last time. Check the recent commits for reference. Boot up the local dev server and please let me know if Tidewave is working. If so, explain to me its capabilities. Server is up and healthy. Tidewave confirmed working. The MCP initialized returned the tool list. Agents in this project can call it natively whenever the dev server is up. So these capabilities, they are available for the AI agent. You can execute a SQL query. Now that's just reusing your existing database connection. You don't even need PSQL installed on your machine. You can get documentation, get server logs, get all the ecto schemas, the source location. So the LDR is that your agent is more efficient with more context. But this is not what I wanted to show in this video. I have my local dev server already running. Now check this out. Let me zoom in. Hold up. What is this? What are those? First of all, we have a settings page where you can see your existing subscription, if it's live or not. You can configure an editor in case you want to open any files. And then on general, you can choose where the toolbar is placed on the page. But I like the bottom left. We have this magical button on the left of the settings icon. This is Tidewave Connect, a super cool feature, but I'm going to demo it in another video, so stay tuned. Right now, I want to show you guys the first feature from Tidewave that is now available to you with no need to use the Tidewave IDE. So if you click on Inspect Element, you can literally hover on top of anything on the page. And let's say, for example, that on this main section here, I want to swap the location of the Explore Courses button with the Add Course. So I'm going to write the following text. Help me swap these buttons. And then I'm going to click on this one and then on this other one. Now click Copy Prompt. You're going to go back to your AI agent inside your CLI. Paste. As you can see, we pasted 94 lines. That is rich context that you're sending to your AI agent instead of simply saying, hey, swap Explore Courses with Add Course. So let's see the results. You can even read the full message. It is very rich. It includes your initial user prompt and then a huge context tag that explains to the agent which page you're visiting, and then some framework details like the entry point, the source, some extra references. So now we can see Kim is working. The tests passed. Done. The hero now handles Add Course first. So if you go back, amazing. That worked. Super cool. Now let me discard this prompt. This is working. Another very cool feature that we have on the Inspect Element button is UI variants. Now, if you hover the mouse on top of this, you have a brief spoiler of what this feature does. Ask the agent to generate variants of the selected components. So I'm going to click this. I'm going to select Explore Courses, and I'm going to write, help me make this button more engaging. Lots of users visit the home page, but they don't click on Explore Courses. Once again, copy prompt, go back to your AI agent in the terminal, paste. Let's see the UI variants that Kim is gonna suggest. The user enabled variants mode, so I will build a few alternative versions of that CTA. That's the power of Tidewave. That's 90 plus lines of context that I did not have to type myself. I pressed a button inside the Tidewave toolbar, pasted here, and Kimi K3 already knows what to do next. Done. 4 variants of the Explore CTA are live on the homepage. Let's check it out. We have the current version, and we can click around on this bottom tab to see the other variants. So let me press here. Arrow nudge, all right. Gradient glow, cool. Ooh, social proof. Join 19 plus learners. Interesting. I really like the social proof. Sometimes just adding more glow and more colors to the buttons don't increase conversion. So I like this one. But if you don't like any of them, you can simply discard your prompt here. Gonna go back to my agent. Thanks. I'll keep the original one for now. As a sanity check, I always like to check the diff. And yep, the only change that we have currently is the one we made switching the buttons order. Great. Another feature we have available on the Tidewave toolbar is called accessibility. So if you click here, scan the current page against WCAG rules and get a prompt to fix any issues. And to be fully transparent, this is my first time ever running this command. So let's see how much stuff we find. Run scan. That was extremely fast. I was not expecting that. So let's copy prompt to fix 3 issues. I'm going to paste here. Again, 393 lines of rich context. None of this I had to type myself. Awesome. Kimi K3 just finished fixing all the serious issues that we have with accessibility. And the last feature from Tidewave that we have accessible to us as well is diagnostics. Tidewave automatically watches your applications for bugs and errors and report them here. Now, usually in Phoenix, whenever you have a crash that is going to crash your entire page, and because Tidewave has access to runtime information, it's going to detect that immediately. And some other types of bugs, they show up here. If they do, you can simply click to copy the prompt to fix the issues and then follow a similar flow that what we did on accessibility and the point and click where we copy the prompt and paste back to the UI agent. So that's all for today's tutorial. Let me know if you enjoyed it. Let me know what else you would like to know how to do inside Tidewave. If you are excited for this new era of Tidewave, I highly encourage you to click on this Discord join link because you have some spoilers of what's coming up next. So that's it for today. Thanks for watching and see you next time.